Well, Jim Frischling, NewOak Capital co-founder and president, joining me once again on set, bringing you back for this because you like, and you have liked for a long time, agriculture. You've always liked that sector, how to play it. And you say that we can actually, now you've changed your strategy. You're saying to play natural food companies.
Well, you're right. I mean, the last time I was on the show, we talked a lot about ag and specifically, you know, the value proposition of land scarcity, population growth, and now I want to add health consciousness. We watched Annie's yesterday jump 89%, the maker of, you know, natural foods and organic products.
Bunny was the ticker.
And Bunny's the ticker. And we believe that's a health trend and an awareness, and that there's scarcity value in a company and in products like this. So we looked at Hain, we looked at Smart Balance. We see similarities in terms of their, on the side of Hain, in terms of their healthy products, their organic and natural products, in terms of Smart Balance, the heart-healthy foods they're producing and distributing, and believe that there's a lot of enthusiasm for this sector. And despite the run-up that these guys have had, that enthusiasm can take these things further.
Well, I was going to ask you that because I was looking at stock performance over the last year. Hain Celestial, I knew it because they're a tea maker. I own some of their teas, or I drink some of their teas, up 47% in the last 6 months. And it was the same thing for Smart Balance. Again, a huge jump for Smart Balance, 44% just over the last year. So is the run-up over, do you think?
And again, we looked at that carefully, but again, there's such scarcity value, I think, to companies like this, and the enthusiasm for them is continuing to grow. So to a certain extent, we still believe that this enthusiasm can push them further. We've seen more people come into this space, more people looking at it, and we think the demand can push these things higher.
I have to ask you about Whole Foods, because if you look back at stocks in this grouping over the last 20 years or so, Whole Foods really kicked everything off. I mean, if you look at the stock performance since, I think it's March of 09.
Up over 375%.
75%, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, good Lord. I mean, that's an amazing jump.
And again, it's companies like that that are, again, putting out a lot of produce, essentially putting out a lot of, you know, grab-and-go type meals. And again, just a fabulous market. Certainly one of the dominant markets here in New York City. And understand that there are people going and paying a premium for their products, not only because of the stuff they're putting out on the shelves, but also for the customer experience you're having.
Well, comparing it to the S&P 500, we were showing that chart. Amazing. Goldman Sachs, though, did just cut Whole Foods to a neutral. You know, buyer beware. Anyway, Jim, thank you again for your comments on that. It is time now for the pick, and Jim Frischling, NewOak Capital co-founder and president, back with me on set. You like the discount retail sector. You're sticking by this group. How come?
Again, our theme here is on a better, educated, more informed consumer and their ability to have far greater transparency than they've probably ever had before. So we think retailers that understand this, respect it, and embrace it are going to actually be the winners. And the ones that can actually improve the shopping experience to bring them into the store, again, will distinguish the winners between the winners and the losers.
Well, okay, if you're going to talk about winners, out of that entire group that we were showing our viewers, Dollar Tree is up 68% over the last year, but the rest of them really haven't had quite that performance at all.
And I think a number of these companies are actually going through this transformation process right now. We were looking at a company like Macy's, who again was targeting right now the 13 to 30-year-olds in order to drive new business. They're focusing on price optimization, you know, inventory management, merchandise planning, and overall, we think their revenue growth looks attractive, and we're getting behind companies like that.
Look at that chart for the last year, up 65% over the last year. So you say they're making some good choices. Interesting.
And they're making good choices.
All right, Jim Frischling, co-founder, president, NewOak Capital. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you very much.